Hello everybody, this is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and for this lesson we're going to look at the four most common scales you're going to want to be able to play to solo along or pick out melodies to songs in the key of C major. And so that'll be the C major scale, the C major pentatonic scale, the C minor pentatonic scale, and the C blues scale. And I'll show you how to visualize all those scales all up and down your fretboard using a Fretboard Toolbox. Let me show you how it works. Okay, to see these scales that you're going to want to know in the key of C major, we're going to turn to page 19 of a Fretboard Toolbox Complete Baritone Ukulele edition. And what we're going to focus on is the standard fretboard jig here, where we have our 4-string, 3-string, 2-string, 1-string, and you can see the tuning. And then you can see the major scales are the notes in white boxes. And then the C root notes that I'm going to be looking for are in these special black boxes, have these black borders here. So if I want to play a C major scale here on a uke, I'm going to use just the notes in white boxes, and I could run all the way up to C here and just play C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. But here I'm going to actually go C, D, and then I'm going to do open E, which is the same note and octave as this guy. So I'm going to play C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and end up on the 8th fret. So let's show you how that works. So we had C, I'm starting on the 2-string, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. I can do the same thing if I start on this C note on the 3rd string, 5th fret, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and that would look like this. So here's my C note on the 3rd string, 5th fret, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And then if we want to walk it back down, we have C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. So being able to see where those roots are and being able to see those major scale notes is important, because I can take just that little, those notes that I was playing right there, and then if I'm just making something up, I can just kind of noodle around. And it didn't sound that great, but that's okay. You see that there wasn't a lot of sour notes in there because I was just playing notes from the major scale. And so if you see a lesson and someone's teaching you some baritone uke, and they're like, okay, well just use the C major pentatonic, you're going to be able to want to see that scale. So the C major pentatonic scale is going to be just underlined notes. So out of that major scale, which was C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, the pentatonic scale just uses 5 of those notes. So it uses the notes C, D, E, G, and A. Okay, and the F and B aren't underlined. And the reason is major scales are built out of notes in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns. And major pentatonic scales are built out of notes in the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 columns. So the only difference between a major scale and a major pentatonic is the pentatonic scale skips the major pentatonic skips the 4 note and the 7 note. And the reason you might want to know some major pentatonic stuff is because those scales sound really nice with lots of different songs, and they don't have a lot of sour sounding notes. Sometimes the F and B notes will, what's called the 4 and 7 notes, will clash with various chords, but the pentatonic scale is kind of like a golden retriever of scales. It's just real friendly for everybody. So to play a C pentatonic scale from C to C here, I'm going to play C, D, E, G, A, B.
C.
That looks like this. So on that little last part, I just went to that C, and then I messed around with these notes for a sec and came back. But those are still major pentatonic notes. I can play C, D, E, G. Those are all pentatonic notes. That looks like this. And that time I went C, D, E, and then when I hit that G, I slid up to the A, because that's still pentatonic. And then I could play C, D, slide to E, and then G, A, C, and that would look like this. So I'm going to play C, D, slide to E, G, A, C. Okay, so here's C, D, slide to E, G, A, C. And that works because that's just pentatonic scales, and like I said, pentatonic scales sound friendly, and you can get a lot of miles out of them actually. But sometimes you're going to want to get some bluesier sounds, and so what we have here is the C blues page on page 20. And what we have is we still have notes in the 1 through 7 columns, and the notes that are in bold are still the major scale notes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the C major scale. But now the notes in white boxes on the blues pages are the minor pentatonic, or the bluesy sounding scales. So if I play C, E flat, F, G, B flat, those notes are all going to sound when played together, are all going to sound kind of bluesy. So right now I'll just play C, E flat, C, just to let you hear that sound of the 1 to what's called the flat 3. E flat is a flat 3, and then the B flat is going to be a flat 7. And those are going to be my two real bluesy kind of notes, because the 4 note and the 5 note are part of the major scale, and just like the 1 note. And if you want to review how scales are built, major scales are built in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes. Major pentatonic is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 notes. Minor pentatonic is 1 flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. And then I'll show you the blues in a sec. But just listen to the sound of a 1 flat 3, 1 movement here. So here's my C note, and I'm going to go from C to E flat back to C. Okay, so that's C, E flat, C, and now I'm going to go B flat, C after my C, E flat, C. So C, E flat, C, B flat, C. Looks like this. Okay, now I'll play C, E flat, F, G. Here's my C note here. And now once I hit this G, I want to go to B flat on the 6th fret here, and then I can come up to the C on the 8th. And if I want to walk down from there, I can play C, C, B flat, G, F, E flat, C. So here I'm on the 8th fret. I'm going to play C, B flat, G, F, E flat, C. Okay, so that was just walking down here, just white boxes. So there I was just goofing around just with notes in these white boxes here. So when you can see those blues notes, you can pick out lots of songs, lots of melodies, and make up your own little solos with kind of bluesy sounding riffs kind of easily. The other blues note, like to make what some people would just call a blues scale, you're going to use the minor pentatonic notes, but you're going to add this flat 5. And in the key of C, the flat 5 note is a G flat. So I can add that flat 5 note to the white box notes, so adding the flat 5 to the minor pentatonic to make it a blues scale. So here I'm going to play C, E flat, F, G flat, my blues note, G, B flat, C. So I'm just going to run just like this, just straight up the scale. So here's my C note, C, E flat, F, G flat, G. So listen to that G flat. That was G flat, F, E flat, C. So being able to see the minor pentatonic notes in white boxes is real helpful for making bluesy kind of stuff. And then the other thing that's cool about this is that I also show the major pentatonic scale alongside it in underlined notes. So I still have the notes C, D, E, G, A, and C are all underlined, so my major pentatonic notes are right there, but then I can see them right alongside my minor pentatonic notes. So when people talk about mixing major pentatonic notes and minor pentatonic notes or scales together, it's nice to be able to see both scales at the same time. That way, if somebody shows me a run where someone has like C, E flat, E, G, A, C, then I can see I was just grabbing this flat 3 up to the 3, and then this was the 5, 6 notes, being able to see them all up here. Then I can understand kind of where some of these runs are coming from. So let me just show you that C, E flat, E, G, A real quick, and then we'll probably call it good here. So here's my C, and then here's E flat, E. So that was C, C, E flat, E, G, A, C. So when I know that it's the flat 3 sliding to the 3 note that's giving me this special sound, flat 3 sliding to the 3 note, then I can do that in every key, which is why I set up toolboxes with a page for all of the major and relative minor and blues keys, because I want to be able to see that kind of stuff in every key. So hope you found something useful in there today, and I appreciate you taking a look, and I'll have lots more videos coming, so subscribe if you found something interesting, and thanks for your time.